I mean, it's not like when you become a wheelchair user, they tattoo, wheelchair user on your forehead. Hey guys, well, yeah, I can still say morning. It's only 11:30. So, I don't know if you guys can tell a difference in how I sound, but I feel a lot better. I got fluids yesterday. I think I vlogged a little bit. Yeah, I think I vlogged a little bit. So I talked to my uncle and my grandma this morning, and they both could tell a big difference in how I sounded. Me and Mom are gonna go get some quick bite, and then I know I want some iced tea. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything else. Then we're gonna go see the Marvel movie. Colleen was gonna go with us this weekend, but the showing that she wanted to see with a family member or friend or whatever, somebody she has in town, that showing's sold out. So we're gonna go with her next weekend, but I didn't really want to wait a week, so yeah. So yeah, it's an absolutely gorgeous day out. Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say something else. Oh, I went to switch into my power chair this morning, so I had a headrest for the movie. And I seriously unplugged my chair maybe 2 days ago. Haven't powered it up since. I didn't want it sitting on the charger because I normally don't do that. And literally just transferred into it, turned it on, didn't think of anything because it had, just been charged. I didn't think to check the battery. And actually, I think I may have glanced at the battery, but didn't really comprehend it or anything. And by the time I got in the front of the house, it was already telling me, flashing at me that it was dead. So I have no idea what's going on with it. I texted my PT real quick, and I was like, I hate to text you on the weekend, but looks like my power chair's battery's got issues. So he wants me to bring it in Monday, so that's cool, because we don't normally see him on Monday. We normally see him on Tuesday, so yeah. I need to wash these pads, but I'm going to have to get in a new set because from what I heard, they take forever to dry. What is wrong with that freaking lift?
I don't know, but it did that before, remember?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we just got out of the movie. Sorry if I'm not in focus. I have the worst eye strain headache. And somehow I managed to over-tighten my neck brace, so I wound up with this really bad neck cramp, which is weird. Hey guys, so I was happy when I woke up this morning. Not only did I feel better, but my new medical alert necklace was in. But yeah, I picked this design. There's another design I liked, but I didn't have the money to get both of them, so I think I'm going to get the other design probably in a month or two when I've got a little bit more money. Yeah, I just wanted something kind of unique. I kind of wanted a zebra, but unfortunately I haven't been able to find one of those, so medical alert companies, if you're listening, it would be something people would buy. Yeah. I don't think I'm the only person that, would be interested in that sort of thing. The other thing, if I can find somewhere where you can, order a completely custom front and back, I'm thinking about getting a wheelchair logo, because the last 2 or 3 times I've been transported by EMS, we haven't taken my wheelchair because, of course, that takes more time for them to take it apart, get it in, the ambulance, and then bring it back out. It's not just get me on the gurney and get me, that sort of thing. They have offered at least once but it's just as easy to call mom and say, hey, I need you to go pick up my chair, and bring it to the hospital. However, I'm thinking that because when, doctors come in and they're like, oh, we need to take you for this test. And I'm like, well, do you want to take the bed or do you want to bring me a wheelchair? They get really puzzled. And it's like, well, EMS brought me in, I don't have my wheelchair with me. It's not like when you become a wheelchair user, they tattoo, wheelchair user on your forehead. No, you look like a normal person, so, I did have them one time, and it wasn't even when I was transported, put a fall risk bracelet on me, which of course made things easier. But that was only one time of all the times I've been in the ER. Normally they're like, well, this is just your normal, no big deal. So yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking, that might be a little bit easier. I don't know. I've also known people that their medical or jewelry has been completely missed by EMS and other medical staff. So I don't know. It was just a thought. Yeah. We went to see Avengers Endgame today. I loved it. Amazing. I'm not giving any spoilers because I hate it when people do that. But it was definitely worth seeing. Finally, because I had a really bad headache from the 3D. Yeah. I don't know if it's because I only have sight in one eye. Well, very, very little sight in one eye and normal sight in the other. Going to 3D movies always gives me a migraine. Comment below if you either don't have sight in one eye or have a prosthetic or something or something similar. If you have that problem, and if you do, how you go about seeing a 3D movie. Because I found that I have to wear the glasses to be able to see the movie somewhat normally. I can't really see the 3D effects. There was a couple scenes I found in Doctor Strange I was able to see. And that actually caught me off guard because I actually leaned over to my mom. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm like, well, because I had seen it in 2D previously. I'm like, I saw the difference. Like, I was so happy. Like, I can't even put it into words. I was so happy to be able to see a 3D effect. But it was one of those things where it was like, oh, yeah, this is... And I actually took my glasses on and off a few times, the first couple times I went to a 3D movie to see if I could watch it without the glasses when I realized I wasn't seeing the effects. And it was just like, okay, I go with friends, I go with family. Like today, that was the only one that wasn't sold out, so that was the one I went to. But, I put myself through a lot of hell, to go to a 3D movie. And they don't give me any discounts, of course, for not being able to see the effects. I pay full price. Not that I would want any discounts, because I think that would be somewhat unfair, to everyone else. The theater has to make their money. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm interested in being able to figure out, is how to go and enjoy and see what I can of the effects, if possible, without getting, the world's worst headache. Well, I know there are worse headaches, but it's like an eye strain headache combined with a migraine all at once. And it just, I don't know how to fix it, because, it's like I always wind up coming out of those movies either in the middle of them, or like in this one, as soon as I left the theater, I wound up taking headache meds. It just, yeah. Which, if you're like me and you have gastroparesis, it's like, well, are they going to work? Luckily, this one med that I'm on does work, and it's like I broke the capsule open and mixed it with the other med that I was due for anyway, which was liquid, which was able to get it in my system a lot faster. So you find little tips and tricks along the way. Subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications.